If you want to see wrestling content in full, such as our full prediction videos, head on over to the Rebellious Noise Pro Wrestling channel.
Definitely. I mean, touching on that, that's I think where we'll go next, and that's Drew McIntyre after his match. And you could say, yeah, it was because he was pumped in front of a live audience, and is it just, yeah, I'm in this town, I'm going to talk up this town, not so much a town, more of a country. But basically said, hey, next year, 30 years since WrestleMania, SummerSlam 1992, I'm going to make sure we have a significant pay-per-view over here. Now, since then, the wrestling world's kind of become, a buzz at this, and it's kind of something that we've kind of debated as British fans for a long, long time of how they could do it, when they could do it, and why they should do it, really. And Drew's basically said he's going to have it, come true. And since then, some people are reporting a lot of rumors out there. There are rumblings that it's actually going to happen, and that next year, 2022, again, 30 years since SummerSlam 1992, we're going to have a significant wrestling event, and there's talk of them actually doing Raw and Smackdown and fan events while they're over here as well. So sort of like a mini Mania, I guess you could say, like when they bring the whole thing to one place. So yeah, I mean, being around SummerSlam, for me, surely just make it SummerSlam. I don't know if they're booked up for SummerSlam already, but even if it is one of these so-called B or C shows, I think being in the UK, no matter where they put it, obviously I'd love it to be London, but no matter where they put it, I think it's going to be amazing.
It's got to be. Sorry, it's got to be Wembley, right? I mean,
could they do Wembley?
Oh, come on now! You're telling me.
Time? I don't know.
Of course they can. I mean,
Wembley's what, like 80,000?
80, 90,000? Yeah. How many times I've been to a few NFL shows, right, at Wembley, and tons of Americans come over. You think they're not going to come over?
Yeah, but for that it has to be a Mania then. If it was Mania, they'd get 80,000 people.
I think they'll do it for like a SummerSlam, or it'll be a summer. Do you remember when they used to do like the WrestleMania Revenge tours, and you got all these sort of things? It'll be. I think they'll do it, and they'll make it kind of how a Saudi show is. They're going to do something similar over here.
Yeah, but again, I don't think many Americans travel to Saudi for that show.
I reckon they'll come out. I mean, Saudi, yes, it is different, but I reckon they'll do something. If not, just give us SummerSlam. It's 1 year.
I mean, what I'm looking at, I'm trying to look it up now, and it looks like no, they haven't really. I mean, there's rumors that it's returned to Vegas for 2022, but most of the things when you look it up are people saying it needs to be the UK. And now I think it would be great. Realistically, they might have already, the ship might have sailed for SummerSlam. But in order to do Wembley, it needs to be a marquee event,
Which makes sense for SummerSlam. Hey, listen, if Drew McIntyre is willing to keep pushing and pushing and pushing, I mean, he got the crowd up right wild.
Yeah. I mean, they could definitely do it, but it would have to be a marquee event. Like, I think they could do a pay-per-view here. They could do their own version, like that Australia show they did, and you mentioned the Saudi shows, the Japanese show they did with Finn Balor before. Like, that's what I thought they would do. Once the network came around, they were doing these specials. I thought we'd get a network special. Yeah, we got the NXT show, of course, but as far as a WWE branded event, we didn't get anything like that. So for me, it'd be something more like that. Unless it was SummerSlam, then you could definitely sell out Wembley as SummerSlam or WrestleMania or in Survivor Series. I mean, the Rumble would be ridiculously exciting and fun as well. But I think just a normal kind of like 15 to 20,000 seater pay-per-view B show is probably what it's likely to be.
I mean, I would take that, but if WWE are going to do a pay-per-view over here, you'll either do it big or don't, because they do these TV shows, like they do like a 20,000 arena. We went to one Monday.
But still having our own event, though, I think, which is important.
But then if it's marquee,
take away, like, why do SummerSlam in one location if you can do SummerSlam in America and the super duper UK show as well?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I just think both.
I reckon if they could get SummerSlam, but over here for next year, and they put it in Wembley, I think that's they would fill it up. And that,
they would, but then that takes away from SummerSlam in the States. Like, the Saudi shows aren't WrestleManias. They might be the greatest Royal Rumble, but it's not the Royal Rumble. You know what I mean? They could do something like that. Like, ironically using the word Royal, I wouldn't be surprised if they did a stupid branding thing of like the Royal Survivor Series, the Royal Summerslam, or something stupid like that, you know, because of Britain's connection to royalty. But yeah, I mean, it's exciting. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, of course I want to see it.
I don't think it's SummerSlam personally. I still just think that they won't do a show that their core audience can't watch or has to be spoiled. I think that it always just boils down to that for me. They just won't do a show where, obviously, for their core audience being America, where they're gonna what's the time difference? They do it 7 p.m. here. That's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon in some states. Like on a Sunday, it's just not going to work.
Which is mad though, like, because it's daytime. Like that shouldn't be difficult. Like we watch football in the day, they watch American football in the day. Like it shouldn't matter, but like and it doesn't matter as much as it used to. And
I agree.
But yeah, I think it's still
the spoilers thing. I think obviously back in the day it would be easy because obviously no internet, but the spoilers are there the minute the show takes place.
Video and stuff. I
think it is just our own kind of thing. I think they might be bringing back Insurrextion or Rebellion, you know, one of those ones.
But then that would go against what Drew said that it'll be, and not to knock those shows because they were fun, but they always felt like your not even B, D pay-per-view, you know what I mean? Like not much happened. Bulldog won the hardcore title, lost it on Raw. Do you know what I mean? Like not much else happened as far as like they felt like glorified house shows as fun as they were because of what was going on in business at the time. So that doesn't align with what Drew has said. You know, like Drew, I think what Drew is saying could be taken as a SummerSlam, but it's more likely, ironically, to be something like Extreme Rules or one of those kind of shows, you know, TLC. Maybe not such
I guess
one, but like basically a big show. I think it'd be like a Saudi show.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Just bring back Insurrextion then. It's already got the name value and like it's its own thing. Like you know.
Then for me, someone needs to win a title and not lose it on Raw when it goes back.
Yeah, but the good thing is that there's loads of titles they can do that with now. Do you know what I mean? Like they can, you know, like United States Championship, you know, easily. That's the easy one, really. Could you just build up a Brit to just beat an American? Like simple. Like it's easy storytelling known to man.
I don't know.
As well with... Go on, sorry, mate.
Sorry, bro. I was gonna say, like, I just if we get it in the UK and there's a title change, it's either got to, and I don't want to be that guy, but it's got to be the WWE Championship or the Universal Championship to make it special. Anyone can win the United States. Anyone can win the IC. Like, if it's not one of the big two, then they kind of lose the ball with it.
Yeah, but they've had the title. They've had the W title change hands anyway, haven't they? In the UK, AJ won it over here.
Yeah, but like, if they're gonna brand this huge pay-per-view as a big, then it has to be one of the
pay-per-view thinking, those titles aren't going to change hands because it's another country.
That's that shock value. Yeah,
he's not being pushed, you know. But the argument could be, you know, had that the Saudi shows, and we're going to be covering the Saudi shows on the Rebellious Noise Pro Wrestling channel as well, because exactly that they have become. To be fair, they started out as your kind of insurrection rebellions, but then there's been these things going, and all the rumors of like, we just want this guy, we want this guy's not even alive anymore type things, you know, all those rumors. They wanted all the superstars, and the Undertaker showed up and whatever else. Now we're looking at it and it's like, well, they do matter, you know. There are title changes, like so saying that maybe it will be the same case for the UK shows.